What is a one-to-one in the professional entrepreneur world? It means when two people come together to want to build their professional network, learning more about each other, personally and professional. This way you can learn some ideas, gain some resources, possibly referral partners, possibly become a client, a friend, and you just never know. There are certain groups out there like BNI and MPI that are one of a kind, and they strongly encourage their members to meet each other after the event is over so they can develop their professional network. Therefore, they need to know more about each other than just attending an event and maybe hearing a presentation. You know, we can't just really assume what each person does without getting a chance to sit down. Just like when a friend comes to town or you go to a social event or even dating, how will you really know what each other's bringing to the table if you don't really take the time to get to see them face to face, whether it's virtually or in person? And they do say there's fortune in the follow-up. So when you do go to an event, have a goal in mind to have at least one or two, five or more conversations, and encourage the person, a couple people, quality connections, to have a one-on-one and continue the conversation to build your professional network offline. In person, maybe like an hour, especially if you're kind of local, and then 30 minutes virtually. Even on LinkedIn, encouraging people to meet you virtually offline for 15 to 30 minutes so you can learn more about each other to build your professional network. When I got out of the corporate world about 15 years ago, I went to a networking event and really didn't know much about it. And this gentleman suggested to me to brand myself. Well, I didn't know what that meant, but I'm very grateful for keeping an open mind and willingness to meet him afterwards, and had that one-on-one coffee appointment, and he helped me co-create my first business. So again, there are opportunities out there, because staying in the corporate world, you're just like in a bubble. And once we become an entrepreneur, it's a big world, but getting a chance to sit down with people, to build those relationships, because we never know when we might need their service or somebody else we might need their service. So really taking the time to schedule one-on-ones throughout the week is ideal, because you just never know, to be a client, a friend. And when you do have that conversation with people online or in person, make sure you have some materials you'd like to share with them. I'd say if you're meeting one-on-one, make sure you have pen and paper, maybe a planner, bring in a trifold or some kind of marketing material to leave with them so they can walk away knowing a bit more about you once they get home and want to read that information, and you as well. And if you meet virtually, having some documentation that you can go over together on the call so they can know what you're offering and possibly be, again, a good referral partner, client, or more. So taking the time to really have a one-to-one helps us build our professional network. People can become resources, give referral partners, clientele, and having a goal in mind to at least meet 2 or 3, maybe per week, and having these one-on-ones. So if you really are seriously about wanting to build your professional network, build your connections, then have more one-on-ones on a weekly basis. So what do you think about this one-on-ones? Do you think it's important? Are you having enough of them? Love to hear your feedback, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. And good luck on all your one-on-ones, and continue building your professional network.